When Daniel moved into the old apartment building, he was just looking for a quiet place to start over. The rent was cheap, the neighborhood was peaceful, and the neighbors mostly kept to themselves. The landlord, a tired man with gray hair, handed him the keys and gave one strange warning. "Stay away from 6B. It's empty, but don't go near it." Daniel didn't think much of it at first. He lived in 5C, a few doors down, and had no reason to pass by 6B. But after a week, he started noticing things. At night, when the hallway was quiet, he would hear faint humming coming from that direction. It was a woman's voice, soft, almost sad. One evening, Daniel stayed up late working on his laptop. Around midnight, the humming began again. This time, it was louder. Curious, he stepped into the hallway. The sound was clearly coming from 6B. He walked closer, and his heart began to race. The door was slightly open, just enough for him to see darkness inside. "Hello?" he called out. The humming stopped. Daniel froze. The silence felt heavier than the sound. Slowly, he backed away and returned to his apartment, locking the door. Over the next few nights, the same thing happened. The humming, the open door, the sudden silence when he approached. He tried asking the landlord about it, but the man only shook his head. "No one's lived there for years. Don't get involved." But Daniel couldn't let it go. One rainy night, he decided to record the sound. He placed his phone just outside 6B and waited. The humming came, soft but clear. He was about to grab his phone when the humming stopped, followed by faint footsteps coming toward the door. The phone screen lit up. In the glow, Daniel thought he saw a woman's shadow standing just inside the doorway. Terrified, he ran back into his apartment and slammed the door. He didn't sleep that night. The next morning, he went to retrieve his phone. It was gone. Hours later, he found it sitting outside his door. On the screen was a single new recording, 2 minutes long. He pressed play. It was the same humming, but this time, at the very end, a woman's voice whispered, "You shouldn't be here." Daniel moved out the next morning, refusing to spend another night in that building. He found a new place across town, a modern high-rise with bright hallways and plenty of neighbors. It felt safe. On his first night there, he unpacked slowly, relieved to finally be free of the strange apartment. Before going to bed, he opened his window for fresh air. The city noise drifted in, distant cars, the hum of life. And then, faintly, from somewhere below, the humming. It was the same tune. Daniel froze, every muscle locking in place. He looked out his window at the building across the street, scanning the rows of apartments. One window was open. Curtains swayed gently, and in the darkness beyond them, a woman stood perfectly still, her face hidden in shadow, looking straight at him. Daniel stumbled back from the window, heart pounding. He tried to convince himself it was a trick of the light, just a shadow, just his imagination. But when he turned around, his blood ran cold. His phone, packed away in a sealed box during the move, was lying on his new bed, screen glowing with a fresh recording. The file name read, "Welcome Home."